Yeah, we have a nice hunk of meat we're gonna be doing today, and I'll get to that in a minute, but first, I wanna get these veggies ready because we're gonna be grilling up some veggies too. So I've got a zucchini here, I've got a yellow squash and a red bell pepper, and I'm just gonna break these down, clean out the red bell pepper, and get these ready to toss with some olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, a little bit of seasoning. It's gonna be perfect for the grill. Let me get the red bell ready first. And sometimes you're lucky, you just get to grab the inside here, pull it out, and almost everything comes out. And today I want sort of larger pieces for the grill. We'll clean up some of this inside here. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I didn't love vegetables, but as I grew older, I love vegetables and especially love grilled vegetables. So this is about the size I'm looking for here, like that. We want them sizable because they're gonna go into a grill pan over the fire. Again, clean up anything that's in there that you don't want and just break it down. Now my yellow squash, I just want to cut the ends off here, and I'm just going to cut it into rounds, maybe quarter, half-inch thick. Same with Mr. Zucchini. Just some nice rounds here. So we have our veggie pieces in here, and I want to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of olive oil first, then some balsamic, and then some seasoning. It's really just a little splash here. Same thing with the balsamic, just a little splash. Then I'm going to coat that by rolling everybody around in here. Get some on all of it. You could actually grill it like this right now with no seasoning. That balsamic and olive oil combination is great. Now I'm going to hit this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Now this mixture is 2 parts kosher salt to 1 part coarsely ground black pepper. This is the exact same seasoning we're going to be using on our steak today. So just a little sprinkle here. Toss everybody around. A little bit more. That's it, our veggies are ready. Let's get our steak out here. So here is our hunk of beef. Now this is a Wagyu Tomahawk Steak. This was sent to me by my friends at Wodagyu. Now Wodagyu is a family-run ranch in Texas. All their beef is pasture-raised, hormone-free, and they've been really supportive of my channel, sending me pieces like this to cook from time to time. And definitely Wagyu is a treat. It's not something you go out and buy every day, but if you're interested in something like this, there's a link in the video description. You can check it out. There's also a coupon code there, so if you do order something, use that coupon code. You get a little bit of a discount, but their meat has always been phenomenal when they've sent it to me. I've had, I think, every cut that they do, and it's all amazing. And so this piece of meat right here, I'm gonna season it with just that same salt and pepper mixture, which is 2 parts salt, 1 part pepper. You can season it any way you want, and I'm not gonna judge you if you wanna put a heavily flavored rub on this. I always say, you're cooking it, you're eating it, make it the way you want. A lot of people are purists when you have a steak like this where they say only salt and pepper, only salt, pepper, and garlic powder, or nothing. If that's the way you want to cook it, go for it. But again, if you've watched enough of my videos, I always say make it like you want. If you want to dip this thing in barbecue sauce, go ahead. For me, salt and pepper is enough. So we're going to give this a really good coating of our salt and pepper here. It's a good hunk of meat, about 3 pounds. I want to make sure we get the edges here too. And of course, I'm going to spill some on my cutting board. You gotta love a steak that comes with its own handle. So that's looking good to me. Now I'm gonna let this rest just like this in the refrigerator for probably about 45 minutes while we go ahead, go outside, and get the grill going. So we're getting ready to fire up the Weber Performer. I have my charcoal chimney going a little more than 3/4 full, and we're gonna get the kettle ready now. And as you see, I have the Mallory firewall in here. Now this position of the firewall kind of approximates the size of if you had a slow and sear, but I want to do an exact 2-zone cook today with half of this with charcoal, half indirect. So now I have 2 really distinct zones. 50% of the kettle is going to be direct, 50% indirect. get our Mallory grate on here. We're gonna let that go for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our veggies grilling up first. I'm just gonna get my grill pan on here and get my veggies in here. And this is only about half the squash, half the zucchini, half the red bell pepper. The nice thing about this 2-zone system is if it gets too hot, you just slide it out of there. All right, these are looking good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and get these off here, and we're gonna get our steak going. So we're gonna do a reverse sear on this steak. I'm gonna take it initially to about 105 degrees, then we're gonna sear it. All right, I'm gonna get the lid on, and we're gonna probably have the temperature somewhere between 275 and 300. So I'll adjust my vents as necessary to hit that temperature. I'll see you back here when we're at about 105 degrees. All right, we have just passed 104 degrees, coming up on 105. Let's give this tomahawk ribeye a sear. Get my temp probe out of here. Let's go old school style and just use the handle. We're gonna let it go a couple minutes on each side, then move it back indirect and check the temp. All right, let's move this indirect and check our internal temperature. I'm looking for about 125. Now let's see what we got here. I don't know if you can see that. That says 121. All right, I'm gonna pop the lid back on and let it go for about 4 minutes. All right, we've been going about 4 minutes. Let's check our temperature. Oh man, that's looking good. Let's see if anyone can see that here. 125. So I can turn it around. I don't know which camera can see this here. 126. All right, I'm gonna get this off. I'm gonna tent it with some foil loosely, and we're gonna let this rest for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're gonna have a taste. And here it is, our nice tomahawk ribeye steak. It's been resting for about 15 minutes here, and let's just cut into this. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is separate it from the bone. That's kind of traditional how to do this. The easiest way to do that is pick this up, go right along the bone. Then you have something to gnaw on later. Well, let's just go straight down the center here. See how we did. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. This is beautiful. Wow. I know how this is gonna taste. I've had the beef from Wodagyu before. This is gonna be terrific. Cut a few slices. Let's make this look as pretty as we can. I'm not a pretty steak guy, but I'll try here. Oh, just look at that. That's exactly the doneness that I like. And of course, when you get closer to the ends, you get a little more well done, but you know what? If there's people who like it a little more well done, then that's for them. All right, I'm gonna finish cutting this up and plate it up because I need a moment here. So look at my pretty plate here. I mean, I got the steak all lined up. I got some veggies here, some yellow, some green, and some red. I really put a lot of work into this. So I usually don't care what this looks like. I try and make it look nice, but you know, this is a little extra here because this is an extra special steak. And now let's taste it. So I'm just gonna get a piece right here. Cheers. Oh, beef. It's beefy. That's one of the great things about a good cut of meat, especially Wagyu. No matter where you get it, the inherent beefiness, that beefy flavor just comes through so great because there's such good moisture in here from the marbling, from the fat. It is amazing. Salt and pepper. In my opinion, for this is all you need. Again, I've put other things on it before and it tastes great because the beef really comes through. If you want to put more on it, you can. But really, that just helps enhance that beefy flavor. I'm gonna say beefy and beefiness over and over here because that's what this is about. Really good cut of meat. You'll get that in a good prime steak, a good Angus steak. But honestly, when you're doing Wagyu, you get something extra special. And this is a treat. These are not inexpensive. So yeah, these are special occasion steaks, and I'm really thankful that Wodagyu sent me to this to try. It's amazing. All right, I'm not gonna neglect the vegetables totally. I'll try a red pepper. Yeah, that's good. I'm going back for steak. Beefy Heaven.